My name is Sinclair Fleming, CEO of P3 Paper Plastic Products. Every Wednesday, I answer real business questions that come in through WhatsApp from operators, founders, executives dealing with real decisions. No theory, no motivation, just actually how this works in real business life. If you're building, scaling, trying to avoid expensive mistakes, this series is for you. Now let's get into today's questions. So the question is, why don't your vendors want to approve your credit request?
Yes.
That could be a myriad of things. A lot of the times, vendors are already looking at their risk profile. So they don't want a situation where they don't trust you enough to give you what is essentially money, right? They're giving you what seems like free product. You could not pay them. Even if you've been doing business with them a while, if they don't know how you pay, or you normally pay sporadically, or sometimes the orders are small, or sometimes you disappear. Even if you pay every time, a vendor might look at it like, okay, well, in January or February, he bought from us, and then we didn't see any activity for the next 3 months, and then in June, July, August, you appear again. It seems like it when you look at the picture, it seems like you're hopping from vendor to vendor because you can't pay. So whoever credited you those items in January and February, you're using that money to pay off the next vendor from December, and then the next one and the next one. So a lot of the times they look at that risk profile and go, okay, this person is not suited for credit, or if they had credit, we want to release them. Also, maybe you're not providing the right documents, right? Maybe you're not speaking to the right people, you don't have the right documents in place. A lot of people are still doing a lot of cash business or person to person. They don't have bank accounts. They don't have these different things under the business name. They have personal checks or personal cards or whatever. And the vendor sees that as a big risk as well. Also, some vendors have very low margins, so they can't give credit, right? Like their whole thing is they only make 2%. And if they give you credit, then they may have to chase you for that credit, which means they have to have accounts personnel hired to call people every 30th, 40th day, 90 days, and then we have to get into lawyer proceedings and all these different things that cost money. So it's cheaper to just lose the sale than to give you credit, because by the time we're done, I'm in loss trying to collect the money anyway. So there's a lot of different reasons why you may not get credit. You have to see what's the policy of the company that you're dealing with, or how your actions may have curtailed your ability to do so. And then just have a candid conversation with some of your vendor accounts personnel, the financial controller or whatever it is, and ask them, hey, why is my business being declined? Even if I don't get approved, I just want to know why, so in the future I could be better at doing whatever it is. And then negotiate a bit harder. Also, if you're also always being declined, try to go to networking events and meet up with people in your industry or in your area of business, people that deal with the same company, and try to get connections to then lobby for you on their behalf. Because you might meet up with a giant customer of theirs, and that customer might say, hey, I have this small business, they just starting out, they need a little liquidity. See if you could float them $10,000 worth of credit, or buy one order and the next order before you get the next order is paid, or whatever the case may be. But if you're at networking events, you may be able to get someone that may be able to lobby on your behalf. So the question is, I like cooking and my friend said I should open a restaurant. What downfall should I look for?
Yes.
You should look for many downfalls, right? Number one, strangers give you money, friends give you headache. It's not that they don't want to support you, but you don't want to strain your friendship of them coming to your restaurant every day. That won't be able to sustain the balance sheet anyway. So the question now isn't if you should open a restaurant. The question is what you see for your life, right? If you like cooking, I'll tell you right now, running a business about cooking may make you hate cooking. If you like to cook on Saturday afternoons for the community, or you like to cook for your friends and family at events, that's a whole different situation. But when you go to open to get into the business of food, and I'm speaking about food directly because that's what the question was. You're speaking about 3 a.m., 4 a.m. preps, 12, 18-hour days between preps and cleanup before you could hire anyone in a business where margins are super thin, where the customer is very finicky. It takes one little something or one bad day with the sauce, or some of your vendors ran out of something. You need to make the food fresh. It tastes different that day, and then the word of mouth goes that you've lost your touch. There's so many things that could go wrong in the restaurant business. But even if it's not about the restaurant business itself, the fact that your friends are telling you to start it and it wasn't your idea is a red flag in itself. But if you enjoy it and you want to keep enjoying it, you have to ask yourself if when put under strain, if you will still enjoy it. Because there will be a lot of days. Restaurants normally open 7 days a week. Early opens, late closes, a lot of spoilage, a lot of overhead maintenance, employees. You have to be a special breed to run those type of businesses. And it just sucks the joy out of doing things, you know. So the question is, if you can sustain, if you have the capacity for it, if you're willing to wake up early and go to sleep late every night, moving from hot to cold, cold to hot all the time, if you're the one doing the cooking and the cleaning and the prepping, if it's something you enjoy that much, fine. But you really need to look at it and understand that even if your friends want you to open it, they probably won't be able to support you every day, every week, or every year. You would have to advertise your stuff. You would have to reach out to strangers to come and taste and love your food. And if that's the case and you love doing it and you want people to come in, I know some people that own restaurants, they don't even care about the money. They like when tourists and strangers and people from the community come in and they tell the stories and they have a great time. So no matter what happens, the question you need to ask is, what do you want for your life? How do you see it? Because it's going to be difficult regardless. The question is, what's the difficulty you're willing to put up with? If you have a question you want covered, send it in. You can WhatsApp it to the number on the screen, or message it through iMessage, Facebook, YouTube, or wherever you're watching this. The more detailed the questions, the better. My name is Sinclair Fleming. Now, go take action. I'll see you next Wednesday.